Now we're going to continue reading out behind-the-scenes information related to the War Games, classic Doctor Who serial. All of this is sourced from TARDIS Data Core, Doctor Who's fan wiki. This is the only TV story to feature Philip Maddock that wasn't written by Robert Holmes. Excuse me. The final episode of this serial was the last to feature scrolling end credits until part 4 of the 5th Doctor serial Earthshock. This would later be seen in the revived series. Alright, because it's just cutting in the 3rd and 4th. Yeah, true. Yeah. According to the DVD production... Oh, sorry, I've missed this one. Philip Maddock, Warlord, is credited on screen for episode 10, but not in radio times. Okay. According to a DVD production notes commentary, the War Games is allotted to 10 episodes when a planned storyline entitled Doctor Who and the Impersonators was rejected as unworkable. In the DVD commentary, Terrance claims that the reason this story came to be written was that after the Space Pirates, there was supposed to be a 4-part story and a 6-part story to finish the season, but both of these projects collapsed, so Derek Sherwin instead decided to close the season with a 10-part story, and he asked Dix to write it. However, Dix knew he wasn't experienced enough to do it by himself, so he asked Malcolm Hulke, who was a long-term friend and mentor of Dix, to write it with him. Ironically, episode 8, the least watched Doctor Who episode of all time until 1989, was also arguably the most important episode in the show's history, as it was the one in which the Doctor is first described as being a fugitive from his people, the Time Lords. When aired in the US by PBS, all 10 episodes were edited together into a single omnibus format edition for running time commercial-free of about 4 hours, however at least one station, WHRM in Wausau, WI, I would assume that's Wisconsin, aired the story in 2 parts, the first part lacking closing credits and the second part lacking opening titles. The scene where the Doctor argues with the Time Lords is filmed approximately 3 weeks after John Pertwee had been contracted to take over from Patrick Troughton, but the scene where the Doctor's exile sequence, the ending of episode 10, begins was filmed several weeks earlier when the next actor to play the Doctor was still under negotiation, so no complete transformation was seen. Episode 3 features a rare moment of inner dialogue when the War Chief can be heard thinking, "Time travellers, I wonder." In episode 1, the Doctor kisses Zoe. This marks the first time the Doctor kisses a companion, albeit in a platonic manner. Tanya Lernov, a character from Zoe's debut story The Wheel in Space, appears in episode 10's sequence of Zoe's return to the Wheel. This is one of the stories chosen to be shown as part of BSB's Doctor Who weekend in September 1990. The German dialogue between Captain von Wyk and Lieutenant Luck in the German dugout in episode 3 is translated as follows: Von Welch, who are these people? What's going on here? Look. We have here 3 English civilians, Captain. They told me they come from another time in a spaceship called TARDIS. Von Wyk. They are English spies. We must detain them. I'll speak with the General about it. Oh, how exciting. A Croton was originally going to be one of the foes the Doctor brings up on the projection screen in the courtroom, and a copyright payment made to Robert Holmes. However, neither of the 2 Croton costumes was in usable condition, according for DVD production information, subtitles, and their Crotons. We don't need those there, do we? The Doctor's home planet appears for the first time, but it wouldn't be named until Barry Letts preempted its on-screen debut in The Time Warrior by revealing the name in the letters column of an issue of TV comic. I wonder who actually named it Gallifrey, because Time Warrior is Robert Holmes. That's where it's first introduced, although I don't know if Holmes would have been the one to come up with that. Hey, 3.5 minutes in. Let's close it here and continue next time. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it really immensely.